Hello, my name is Jody Bowersox, and I live in the heart of Colorado Springs with my husband Kevin and probably too many cats. While I have written a couple of children's books under the name J.B. Stockings, and I've published a book of stage productions, I mostly write under the big umbrella of clean romance. Under that umbrella, however, I've branched out in a number of different directions: faith fiction, time travel, sci-fi, small-town romance, and romantic suspense. My latest book, which is my 15th novel, falls into the romantic suspense category and is the second book in my Anonymous series. The Diamond Diva Vendetta follows Cinnamon Girl Explains It All, taking Rita Miller from her Kansas City home to a vacation in Brazil that turns deadly. Here's the synopsis. Rita Miller's Brazilian vacation turns into a fight for survival when a case of mistaken identity puts her at odds with a man bent on revenge. Logan Stafford's missing persons case is interrupted when a woman is targeted for murder right in front of him. Can she really be the Diva di Diamante, the notorious diamond smuggler as the shooter claimed? With a maniac on their trail through the jungles of Brazil, both urban and wild, Logan strives to keep Rita alive, all the while slowly learning who she really is and why he never wants to let her go. If you love romance, you'll love this book. If you love suspense, you'll love this book. If you love real, in-depth characters, whether they are the good guys or the bad guys, you'll love this book. My writing motto is real life, real love, and I mean it. Let me read you just a little bit from the prologue. In this scene, Rita, who is an aspiring writer, has been stood up by a handsome publisher at a beachside grill when a man shows up shining a bright flashlight in the faces of the diners as though looking for someone. She turned her back to it and found that the waiter clearing her table looked as irritated as she felt. "Listen, mister," she threw over her shoulder, "this is not a good way to make friends and influence—" "Diva di Diamante, I am here for you." The man's accent sounded native to Brazil. The waiter froze, his surprised expression illuminated quite clearly. Rita looked past him with amusement. "Hey, Diva," she projected across the deck. "Whoever you are, come forth so this guy will stop blinding us." He spoke again. "Or do you now prefer Rita Ingalls?" Rita turned in surprise, holding a hand to her squinting eyes, and tried to see the man behind the light. All she could tell was that he was tall. "For your information, it's not Ingalls anymore. It's Miller. Who are you?" "Someone you should not have crossed." As the gunshot rang out, and she stumbled back, flinging what was left of her drink, she had the inane thought that she needed to write this down. You can find the Diamond Diva Vendetta and all my books on Amazon, or for a signed copy, head to my website, jodibowersox.com. My Facebook page is Jody Bowersox Artistry. Follow me there for all of my latest book news.
Hi everyone, I'm Darlene Deluca. I am an author. I write women's fiction and contemporary romance. All of my books are about people and their relationships, what brings them together or keeps them apart. My newest book is a sweet contemporary romance. It's called The Story Between Us, and it's published by the Wild Rose Press. By sweet romance, I mean that it is appropriate for all audiences. It's not going to burn your ears or make you blush, and yes, you could buy a copy for your mom. This is a romance that actually has three main characters. We have our heroine, Kristen, our hero, Reed, and their little sidekick, Dylan, who is a 6-year-old nephew of Reed's, and also he is the #1 fan of Kristen and her children's books. Things kind of get going when they meet at a book signing. Dylan goes from fan to infatuated, and that puts one more thing on Reed's already overloaded plate. Due to heartbreaking circumstances, Reed has become Dylan's guardian, and as their friendship blossoms, some sparks ignite, and their lives begin to intertwine. At that point, Kristen inadvertently gets a story idea from Dylan, and she sees a bestseller, a heartwarming keepsake, but Reed sees exploitation. Because Kristen makes money from writing books, he is concerned that she's using them for her own career advancement. Why should you pick up a copy of The Story Between Us? Because it's got all the feels. It can make you laugh or cry, make you laugh and cry. Either way, you're going to be cheering for these characters. You're going to feel for them as if they were your friends and family. If you like happy endings, it's going to put a smile on your face. Who doesn't need a smile, right? I hope you'll add it to your to-be-read list. One reviewer recommends it for fans of Hallmark movies. Another says it's a heartwarming and delightful read from start to finish. It's perfect for the feel-good story. It's perfect for curling up in your favorite chair with a beverage or relaxing on the beach. It's available at all the usual online bookstores, barnesandnoble.com, Apple Books, and Amazon. It's also available in ebook format or paperback. To learn more about The Story Between Us or any of my books, you can also go to my website, which is www.darlenedeluca.com. Thanks so much and happy reading.
Hi there, I'm Jennie Marts, and I'm so excited to be here to support the Pikes Peak Library District and the Mountain of Authors event. If you don't know me, I am the USA Today bestselling author of award-winning cozy mysteries, romantic comedies, and Western romances featuring hockey-playing cowboys, and my newest book in the Creedence Horse Rescue series, When a Cowboy Loves a Woman. I am a hybrid author with 26 published books with 3 different publishing houses. My books span 5 different series, and I have a nonfiction sprinting journal that's created as a tool just for writers. My books are full of love, laughter, and always a happily ever after. They're all set in Colorado or Montana, and they all have adorable sidekick dogs in them. My personal motto is that you can never have enough shoes, friends, or books. And I love Diet Coke, Cheetos, and Dairy Queen Blizzards. Now that you know me, I can tell you that my small town stories are filled with humor and heart and really adorable animals. Like in Rescuing Harmony Ranch, my newest feel-good romance from Hallmark Publishing. This book is a second chance romance, and sparks fly when a bearded blacksmith and a marketing exec join forces. So when Jocelyn's grandmother calls her asking for help, she drops everything and heads home to Harmony Creek, Colorado, where her grandmother runs a living history museum. But the place is in financial trouble and it needs the revenue from the annual festival to survive. There's just one thing that makes this a little awkward: Mac Talbot, the caretaker and blacksmith at the ranch. Jocelyn and Mac have their own shared history, which includes both stolen kisses and a teenage rivalry. Even as the past and the present collide, they have to save Harmony Ranch. Matchmaking grannies, a meddling mutt, and a flood of fun festival activities might just be enough to overcome their differences and forge 2 broken hearts back together. Plus, this heartwarming romance includes a free Hallmark original recipe for turkey sliders with mac and cheese, which is really fun because mac and cheese is one of my favorite food groups. What makes this book extra special is that it was inspired by our very own Rockledge Ranch, the living history museum and ranch that sits right next to Garden of the Gods. The blacksmith at the ranch gave me a demonstration and tons of great details about how a living history museum works. And if you've been to Rockledge Ranch and you read the book, you'll recognize several similar features, like the barn and the Victorian house that the caretaker lives in, and the Jersey cow named Pumpkin, and the muskrat couple that live in the pond. Rescuing Harmony Ranch is currently available at Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, and the Hallmark Crown stores, as well as online at Amazon and all the major retailers. I'm super proud of this book. I'd love for you to check it out. You can find this book, as well as all of my books and my audiobooks, online or at my Amazon author page or on my website at jenniemarts.com. I also have a monthly newsletter that features new releases, cover reveals, sales, and Cooper's Corner, where my golden retriever Cooper often shares fun recipes and crafting ideas. He's a very talented dog. I'd love for you to stop by and sign up for my newsletter and say hello. You can also find me on Facebook at Jennie Marts Books. Thanks for watching and for supporting Pikes Peak Libraries. I hope to see you again next year at the Mountain of Authors event. Bye now.
The wild ride continues in the highly addictive Team Fear series with Die by the Team. An explosion at a research facility exposes a program to create fearless soldiers. Allison Bowen is a reclusive scientist driven to discover what happened to her missing scientists. Caleb Kraft is a soldier and computer specialist. Together, they work to expose the company who funded the Prometheus project. Negotiating death threats, hit squads, and a growing attraction, Allison and Kraft fight against the elusive Team Echo in order to put the failed experiment back in Pandora's box forever. The only thing better than the last Team Fear novel is the next one, Die by the Team, on sale now.
Hi, I'm Tena Stetler, author of A Demon's Witch series, A Witch's Journey series, and several other novels. My latest, Chocolate Raspberry Magic, is a paranormal romance with a spark of mystery and adventure. Why write romance? For me, crafting a romance is all about respect, trust, and love, with a bit of mystery and suspense sprinkled in. Most of my characters are magic wielders of the paranormal persuasion. I want to create a memorable love story with spice and adventure. Characters that will grab hold of your heart and hang on long after you've read the last word and close the book with a satisfied sigh. Today, I'd like to share with you a peek into the tale of Chocolate Raspberry Magic. Makes you hungry, doesn't it? Which is the fourth book in a Witch's Journey series, but it can be read as a standalone. It's also part of the One Scoop or Two Summer Ice Cream series from the Wild Rose Press. Prim and proper Trinity Shiloh is the assistant manager for Salem's Wildlife Sanctuary. She hasn't had much luck in the boyfriend department, but the new employee, Paul, is different. Deep and brooding, she sees something special hidden below the surface. Besides, she has secrets of her own. Paul Thorpe is a wounded Special Forces veteran, now working in security and computer support at Salem Sanctuary. He's fought hard to keep his demons in check, and for the first time feels he's ready for a real relationship. When fire breaks out at Puffin Cove Rescue, they are called in to help with the recovery and ice cream social fundraisers. Some things are not what they seem, neither are some people. When magic is unleashed, will what they learn bring them closer together or push them further apart? Available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iBooks, and most online retailers. Want to know more? Visit my website at www.tenastetler.com. That's TENASTETLER. Thanks for watching. Read a good book and have a great day.